You're back at watching What We've Learned in 50 Years with Matt and Margaret Payton. Margaret from England, Matt from Scotland, and 50 years ago they came to France as singles, met, then married, and they've been in France ever since. 50 years of amazing stories. Today we're going to be talking about how God provided in times of needs. So we're going back 40 years ago in the town of Ghana in central France, where everything started. And you've got a story about chickens, right?
Yes, we have a wonderful story about a chicken, because Matt had been doing up this old house and been using all our money up to do it, obviously, right. And got it. Suddenly we realised we hadn't got enough. We hadn't got enough for any sort of Sunday meal. And I usually on a Saturday morning went to this covered market where René sold chickens, and I bought a chicken for 10 francs. It was francs in those days. And so I went to the market and I thought, well, I can buy a few things, but I can't buy a chicken, that's for sure.
Too expensive.
Yes. So I went past René and she shouted to me, "Bonjour, Madame Marguerite." I said, "Bonjour, René." And so I passed her and she said, "Hey, come here." So I went towards her. She said, "Don't you want your chicken?" So I said, "Well, I won't get it this week." So she said, "Look, here's one. I'll give it to you." So I said, "No, couldn't do that." She said, "You'll pay me later." And so I took it and I thanked her, and we had chicken as usual. Quite a few weeks before, Matt had lent 10 francs to the gypsies.
Which is the amount for the chicken.
Yes, but every time they saw us, they avoided us. These gypsies who weren't very strong Christians. But that day, he went out, he bumped into one, and she said, "Oh, I've got something in my pocket for you." And she took out the 10 francs she owed.
She remembered.
She hadn't forgotten anyway. So I took the 10 francs straight to René's house and paid for the chicken.
Wow, just right timing.
Just the right timing.
Right people.
Yes.
So we're still in the small town of Ghana. It's not about chickens, it's about chairs. What happened?
We got this old building, but we hadn't got any chairs. So we said to the people, "Please bring any old chairs you've got. Any old chairs. Just go up into your attic, go into the cellar, find any old chairs, bring them."
Bring them to the church.
Yes. So in the end, we had all these old chairs in this old building, but there weren't enough, and they were very old. Not long after, what happened? We always invited the gypsies to the morning service on Sunday.
So there they come back again, the gypsies.
Yes, the Christian gypsies came back, but this time, after our morning service, they came up to us, and the pastor of the gypsies put his hand in his pocket, and he drew out a wad of notes. So he said, "This is the collection this morning from the gypsies, and how to buy chairs in your new church." So we bought 50 chairs with that money, and that was there for a long while until the next pastor came, and they eventually put modern chairs in.
So you had enough chairs for everybody every week.
Yes.
Thanks to the gypsies.
Yes.
And what they gave you was a bit more than the 10 francs they owed you.
Yes, that's right. That's right.
So, Mom, what key or what principle from those stories, chicken, chairs, what key can we pick up today?
The key is that God knows our specific needs and provides for them.
That's a great key. For anyone listening, He provides and He helps us through. Thank you, Mom, for sharing these interesting stories. And we'll see you again on What We've Learned. That's you and Dad, what we've learned in 50 years serving in France.